Good morning or afternoon or whatever time period you happen to be in. How are you guys doing? I myself am doing okay. This week's been it's been kind of a long week, dragging its feet a little bit, but you know, for all intents and purposes, it's not been a bad week. Last week I posted a video on the Wild Robot movie, which came out a few weeks ago. If you guys wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if either after this video or before this video you guys go watch that, because I think it has 9 views, and I don't really know why it's doing so bad. I did post it on a Tuesday, so maybe that's why it's not being posted on a Friday. So I don't know if that could be YouTube's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I figured that if I would be posting, I'm thinking about posting 2 videos a week, but maybe I won't, because YouTube is YouTubing a little hard. But anyways, be sure to like and subscribe if you like today's video, and yeah, do all the YouTube pleasantries. I would greatly appreciate it. It's still like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, so I would appreciate a little click of the red button. But that's enough YouTube pleasantries. Let's get into today's video. So today we're going to be looking at, or I'm going to be trying to get you guys to go watch Child's Play. Came out in 1988 and was the stuff of nightmares when I was growing up. It was one of the very few scary movies that I genuinely hated. This is going to be a little bit, there's going to be spoilers in it, just because it's such an old movie that if you guys haven't seen it yet, or don't know the main spoiler of the plot, then that would surprise me, because the main spoiler of the plot is that the doll is actually alive. So Child's Play, like I said, was one of those movies that really freaked me out growing up, to the point to where I still to this day don't really like dolls. They weird me out. Like, uncomfortable around dolls, specifically their Child's Play doll, a good guy doll, was loosely based off of an actual like toy doll. I'll pop up a picture right here, but it is it's creepy. I did not enjoy that. Did not enjoy that growing up. However, going into this movie as a adult, it is not scary at all. There's only a couple of moments where there's jump scares, but they're not very good jump scares. And when it comes down to it, it's an old movie. If you aren't already interested in Child's Play or the Child's Play franchise, which there are a couple of really good bangers in this series, like Child's Play 2, probably my most favorite Chucky movie of all time. I love that movie so much. It has some of the best acting in it. It's really, really good. The first one, it has a couple of niche problems that are difficult to explain. You'll have to watch the movie, which I still recommend doing. I watched it on YouTube. I think it was like $3 or $4 to just straight up buy the movie on YouTube. So if you're interested, do it that way. I think it might be on Prime, I'm not sure. But I do recommend watching this movie, if anything, for the special effects. The ability that they had to make Chucky the way that Chucky is fantastic. The robotics and just the effects in general. There are a couple of shots where it's clearly just a short guy running down the hall. But aside from that, the robotics behind it is insane. There's a YouTuber here on YouTube that does a fantastic job of breaking down this movie, very like detail oriented, a lot better than I can do myself, the way that I've been making these videos, because it's more of review videos, whether you should go see the movie, less of a deep breakdown of the movie, which is something that I do want to do eventually, but as of right now, I don't really have the time to do that. So I will probably eventually be doing deep dive breakdown videos. It's just right now I'm working full time and I've got a bunch of other stuff going on. So these review videos are the best that I can do at the moment. As anybody who is a fan of my food channel or live stream channel can attest to, I don't really have much time. With that being said, the YouTuber who I would recommend is Dead Meat. Does a fantastic job breaking it down. There's actually 2 videos where he breaks down this specific movie. There's the original one, which is kind of just like a synopsis of the film, whereas the second one is his recount video because he's a kill counting channel. He does a deep dive breakdown of this movie, and it is such a good video. I highly recommend going and watching that. Now, time for me to try and like really sell you on this movie. If you like a movie that is got really good kid acting in it, if you like a movie that's got really good voice acting, the guy who plays Chucky is a phenomenal voice actor. He's all over the horror industry, but he's most famously for the voice of Chucky. But he's been in all sorts of things, like the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. He played as the sheriff. He's all over the place. But I do recommend watching this movie just once, just to experience it for the first time. Child's Play 2 is a better movie, in my opinion. If I were to give this movie, Child's Play, a score, it'd probably be like a 6.5 or a 7. It's probably the nostalgia that really helps. So if you don't really have the nostalgia, it might be a little slow, it might be a little boring. Kind of like I never really watched Halloween, the original, and last Halloween I watched it for the first time. And I ended up not finishing the movie. I didn't enjoy it. It was a slow, groggy, the acting wasn't all that great, and I just did not, hot take, did not enjoy the original Halloween. This movie has that nostalgia aspect to it, so it could potentially be a situation like that for you guys, where because I have the nostalgia, because of that, I'm able to watch it without any issues. Yeah, no, so if I had to rate it, 6.5 out of 10, and if anything, it's to get you to go watch the second one, Child's Play 2, hands down. One of the greatest movies I've seen in ever. I love that movie. It's such a good story. The acting is so good. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the acting in this movie is also very, very good. It's just, it kind of builds into Child's Play 2. And you might be asking, why didn't you just do a Child's Play 2 video? Well, the short and sweet of it is YouTube really doesn't like when you do sequel videos. At least for me, I've noticed that my One Piece videos are a pretty good example of it. The first One Piece video I posted had over 1,000 views in the first week. The second one had over like 500 views in the first week. And then the third one currently has like maybe 200. And the fourth one, I don't think even broke 100. It's just like the more of a focused genre, I guess, the harder it is for me to continue to post videos like that. And I would have continued the One Piece reaction if it did good, you know? So speaking of reactions, this isn't a reaction channel. I have done a couple of reactions. I did a reaction to the Maze Runner series, the One Piece, and then I also did it to Sinister last Halloween. If you're interested, if you like, I'm trying to gauge what you guys like. So far it seems like you really like review videos, but if you're interested in reaction videos, you just gotta let me know. It probably wouldn't be a once a week type thing, maybe once or twice a month, mainly because copyright is an issue. So this feels like it's less of a review and more of like a channel thing. boiling this down, go watch this movie. If anything, just to watch the second movie. Third one's not that great. Fourth one's weird, but fun weird. That's The Bride of Chucky is the fourth one. The fifth one's not great. I'm gonna be honest. The fifth one's pretty bad. That's The Seed of Chucky. The sixth and seventh one are really good. That's The Cult of Chucky. No, that's the seventh one. The House of Chucky. Something like that. Those two are really good. It goes back to the horror aspect that the first two had. When you get to the third one, it's more of a comedy. When you get to the fifth one, it's something for sure. But it's still a really good series. Don Mancini is a really good guy from what I've heard. He's a really compassionate, very good director and creator of the Chucky franchise. I've also heard that the TV show is pretty good. I haven't watched it myself, but if you're a Chucky fan, or if you're a horror fan in general, be sure to like and subscribe. For the whole month of December, that's not this month. For the whole month of October, I will be doing spooky movies. This weekend, my girlfriend and I are gonna go watch a spooky movie in theaters, and then for the last week of, I keep wanting to say December. For the last week of October, I'll probably cover Saw. My girlfriend and I are planning on doing a Saw binge on Halloween itself. So maybe I'll do a bonus episode somewhere around there just to add an extra, because horror is one of my favorite genres. I love horror. So I guess that's about all that I gotta say. If you're interested in other videos like this, or if you want reaction videos again, let me know in the comments below. And I guess with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.